Suppose two projects, same investments, but different cash flows. Which one pays back faster? Let's find out with the payback period. But what is payback period? It is the time taken by an investment to recover its initial cost. Basically, how many number of years does it take to break even? Let's assume a scenario when your investment gives you equal cash inflows every year. Calculating payback period in such a case is simple. For example, initial investment is of 1 lakh and annual inflow is 25,000 per year till the project's total life. So annual cash inflow divided by initial investment gives the payback period of 4, which means you recover your initial investment in 4 years. Now, what if cash flows are not constant and changing? In the second scenario, all the cash inflows are uneven. Let's calculate the payback period. Firstly, we'll add the cumulative cash inflow for each year. By year 3, we have recovered 75,000. Now in year 4, you get an inflow of 30,000. But you only need the difference of this initial investment, which is 1 lakh minus 75,000, that is 25,000 more. So to find the fractional year, which lies between 3 and 4, we divide the remaining amount of 25,000 by year 4 earnings, which gives us 0.83. Now we add this to 3 years. So the investment will be recovered in 3.83 years. The payback period is simple and useful for quick decisions, but it has major limitations that can lead to poor investment choices if used alone. So its first drawback is it ignores time value of money. This method treats the money received today the same as the money received in future, which violates the core principle of finance. For example, this one. Here the payback period is 4, but it ignores that 25,000 in year 1 is not equal to 25,000 in year 4 in today's terms. Another one is it ignores cash flows after payback, which means once the initial investment is recovered, any cash inflows beyond the payback period are ignored, even if they are substantial. For example, two projects A and B having the same payback period of 3 years. Now for project A, there are no additional cash inflows beyond the payback period. But for project B, extra cash inflow after year 3 is 1 lakh. So clearly project B is more profitable, but the method does not capture this. Because it favors shorter payback periods, it can lead to rejecting long-term investments that have higher lifetime returns. So the conclusion is we can also use some more tools like NPV IRR or discounted payback period for better results. And with this, we have come to an end of this video. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next video.